Good evening from the Central Illinois Weather Network. I'm Larry Eastep. We have a very serious situation here in parts of central Illinois this evening with a boundary of very strong damaging winds starting to move southeast from a line of thunderstorms in Tazewell County. Let's go to the radar here with StormLab. I'm going to try to point this out to you. It's a little hard to see, but we've adjusted the radar to be able to show this to you. Okay, this is the radar out of Lincoln with StormLab, and you see here, I'm going to point this out from one end to the other. There is a line of high winds right now, and we've had to adjust the radar to show very low levels of reflectivity, which we normally don't show, so that's why you see so much blue around here. But look at this blue line from Hayworth to just north of Atlanta, southwest to near Lincoln, and then back to just to the northeast of Petersburg. This line here, I'm going to put this in motion. We're going to watch this here start to develop over the area around Atlanta and move very quickly to the southeast. This line kind of has a backward V shape, and this is an outflow boundary that has formed ahead of this line of storms that you see going through Pekin and Normal. Again, this is not rain-wrapped or with precipitation. This is a line of damaging winds in excess of 60 miles an hour caused by these strong thunderstorms up in Tazewell County. Basically, the strong thunderstorms, to put this in layman's terms, have blown off an area of high wind that is racing ahead of this line of storms. Again, it's very hard to see here unless you look very closely, but you see some reds and greens. Let's move in, or some greens and blues rather. Let's move in here a little closer. We'll try to show this to you. There's a little bit more detail on what we're seeing here with this. Again, now to the south of Hayworth, south of McLean, just to the south of Atlanta. Watch this line again as the motion comes back here. We'll get this back on the most recent image here from Atlanta to Lincoln. We're looking at the most heaviest returns at the moment, and then again from Lincoln all the way back to Petersburg and Menard County. Therefore, the National Weather Service in Lincoln has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western DeWitt County, Logan County, including the city of Lincoln, southwestern McLean County, and southeastern Tazewell County until 8:30 Central Time. Again, this is the line we're talking about here over central Illinois. Okay, I've been able to filter out a little bit more here on this radar, and let's take a look at this image again and give you an idea where this line is we're talking about here. This line again, we'll put this in motion and watch this line from just to the south of Petersburg here now, racing to the south at around 30 miles an hour, moving southeast. This line extends from 14 miles north of Lincoln to 7 miles southeast of Mason City, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. This is the line here we're talking about. Let's get back in here a little closer so we don't get confused with the storms to the south. It looks like right now from radar, this particular line, and we'll get this back on the most current image here, this particular line again at the moment is just to the north of Waynesville, east of Atlanta, right through Lincoln, down to the south of Middletown, getting ready to get towards Elkhart, Mount Pulaski, Waynesville, Downs, also in the path of this storm, Chestnut, and I-55 between mile markers 119 and 154, Interstate 74 between mile markers 140 and 145, and Interstate 155. 155 is that link that runs here up from Hartsburg down through the Lincoln area and eventually connects up to the north there. Again, this is a non-severe storm as far as rain and hail and things like that go, but very damaging winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. This line again is moving through central Illinois and will continue to affect the warned area you can see here, and even areas to the southwest of that. We could see some damaging winds in the Elkhart area and on down further to the southwest, even towards the Athens area, and eventually Sherman, Riverton, Buffalo. You could see damaging winds with this as well, as this line is really starting to race ahead of this storm system up to the north. Again, we've turned off some of the higher precipitation. We'll bring that back on here and show you again the storms to the north that have developed this line going through central Illinois well ahead of any precipitation. So don't let the fact there's no rain falling there deceive you into thinking that it is not a severe situation. Narrow band of high winds in excess of 60 caused by strong thunderstorms in Tazewell County. Again, folks, in western DeWitt, Logan, southwestern McLean, and southeastern Tazewell County. Be prepared for damaging and destructive winds in the next 15 minutes. I'm Larry Eastep in the Central Illinois Weather Network.